Welcome to the channel. You are watching the BangBets Prediction Show brought to you by Lit757. NFL Week 7. We're going over every game on the slate except for Monday Night Football. Let's get into it. Jumping into the 1 o'clock slot, we got the Cleveland Browns traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I mean, this is just an ugly game right here. Just an ugly game. Browns 3-2 on the season. Colts 3-3 on the season. Not horrible records. Browns 3-2 against the spread, 2-3 over/under wise. Colts even with the spread and 4-2 to the over/under. I mean, we got two backup quarterbacks in this game. We got a Browns defense that's been holding it down. Can't say the same about the Colts. But like I said, we got two backup quarterbacks. So how are we not smashing the under in this game? I know we just got burned with the Jags and the Saints. I know it's possible for the Colts to score some points, but just looking at this game, man, PJ Walker, man, 24 of 45 his last two games, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Gardner Minshew for the Colts on the other side, 44 for 69. He's thrown for 477 yards. He's thrown 1 touchdown in his last 2, but 3 interceptions. All came last week against Jacksonville. So I just really don't know who I can trust in this game. The only thing I feel good about is the Browns defense. I think it's going to be a defensive game. I think there'll be some turnovers. And when these offenses take the field off of the turnovers, they're going to still struggle to get into the end zone, which will lead to a lot of field goals. And I can see a lot of folks getting burned by this 3.5 hook. So I would just play the Browns money line, or maybe I tease it down to 2.5. But playing 3.5s and 7.5s is risky business. Risky business. Don't want to get burned by the hook. And then I'm going to lean towards the under in this game. Jumping into the 1. Then it's the Bills traveling to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. And let me just say this, man. For years and years and years, we all had to hear Patriots fans blah, 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 blah. Then there was the people that were saying, oh, it's not Brady, it's all Belichick. Well, Brady's gone, and it's all Belichick. And the Patriots are on auto fade. You feel me? Straight auto fade. There's no hesitation, no thoughts. If I see the Patriots and I see a halfway decent team on the other sideline, give me that team. And Mac Jones hasn't thrown a touchdown pass in 3 whole weeks. That just can't be good for your psyche, can't be good for your team, your franchise, none of that. You're starting quarterback. Jesus Lord. Give me the Bills, man. Laying the 8. I'm leaning towards the over. I couldn't get with the under because I feel like Buffalo can get all 41 points that we may need in this game. But if the Patriots manage to just give us anything, the over should be a lock. You know, the Bills are coming off an ugly game against New York where they almost took an L, barely got away. Now they're coming into New England against a struggling Patriots team with a struggling defense, excuse me, with a great opportunity to really sharpen up the offense, you know, work on their execution, work on their timing, and just get a rhythm, you know, get back into a good solid rhythm for the rest of the season. So, yeah, give me the Bills on the spread, laying the 8. I hope by this point you're really starting to understand where I'm coming from about these nasty matchups today. And look at that total again, 37.5. Why is that the magic number? Why is that the magic number? Somebody please explain to me in the comments why that's the magic number. Well, we got a bad team taking on a worse team today. Commanders at Giants. Commanders favored by 3. Giants is another team, much like the Patriots, who are just on auto fade. I mean, it really doesn't matter who they're playing. I know Daniel Jones is out today. Howell's going for the Commanders, so without a doubt, I don't have a choice here. Give me the Commanders, and I'm gonna lean towards the under because I don't really see New York putting up a bunch of points, and I don't think Washington's gonna necessarily go out there and score a whole bunch of points either. So give me the under. 23-13 projected score. I feel pretty good about that. And let me know what you guys are doing in this game. And here we go again with the total at 37.5. Falcons traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers at Raymond James Stadium. Great stadium, by the way. If you've never been, you should go. That pirate ship is really cool to see in person. But Bucks are 1-4 against the over-under. Falcons 1-5 against the over-under. Maybe that's why it's at 37.5. I mean, both of these teams have been struggling to put points on the board. Falcons doing whatever they're doing with Desmond Ridder at quarterback. They're a very run-heavy team. Buccaneers on the other side got Baker Mayfield. I believe Baker can still be a good QB in this league, and I think he can win this game today. So give me Tampa Bay laying the 3. I'm gonna put my faith in Baker and the rest of that Tampa Bay team, and I'm gonna lean towards the under in this game with the final score projected at 17-13. So let me know what you guys think. That's what I'm gonna go with on this game. Like I said, not one of my favorites on the board, but Tampa Bay laying that 3. As long as Baker shows up today, man, I think they get it done. Finally, a game worth talking about. We got the Detroit Lions headed to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. It's going to be a good game right here, man. It's going to be a good game. Goff, Jackson. I mean, the Ravens just have to catch the ball, okay? If the Ravens receivers cannot secure passes that hit them in the hands, hit them in the chest, the Ravens ain't going to win this game, and they're going to lose a lot more games. I mean, you're a professional. Just catch the ball. With all that being said, though, I'm going to take the Lions on the money line here. I know they're on the road. I believe in that Lions team, man. I believe in them more so than I do Baltimore. So give me the Lions on the money line, and I'm going to lean towards the over 43.5 in this game. I think both of these offenses will score, but I think the Lions will get the better of them. Start off the afternoon games. We got the Cardinals traveling to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. You know, Seattle took a tough L last week to Cincy, 17-14 down to the wire. Cardinals are a team that loves to hang around in games. They do put points on the board. Josh Dobbs, he's getting stuff done. Geno Smith, what about that guy? I mean, went from a career backup to an elite starter. This is going to be a good game, man. I think this is going to be a better game than people anticipate. Either way, though, give me the Seahawks, and I'm going to lean towards the over because, like I said, I think the Cards will put some points on the board. I think the Seahawks are going to come out angry, mad about last week. They're at home. They're in front of their home fans. 11th man standing tall, and they are going to dominate. Next up, we got the Steelers traveling to LA to take on the Rams at SoFi Stadium. And man, this Pittsburgh team, man, they are built for unders, aren't they? Struggling offense, good defense. Struggling offense, good defense. Teams like that are built for unders. On the flip side, we got Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp. I mean, I don't know if the Steelers are going to be able to slow these guys down. Of course they will, because I'm saying that. But either way, give me the Rams laying the 3.5. I know what I said about the hooks. Okay? But I have no doubt that the Rams will probably clear this game by a touchdown. Simply because the Steelers offense and Kenny Pickett, you know what I'm saying? We're, 6-7 games in? 5 games in? Whatever it is. And they still look like they trying to figure it out. So I don't have any confidence on that side of the ball for the Steelers. But on the other side with the Rams, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, what? They should get out here and put some points on the board. With all that being said, I'm still leaning towards the under. You know, I'll expect 3 to 4 tuds from LA and a sprinkle of points from the Steelers. As you can see, models projecting 13-20. That under clears nicely, no sweat. So that's the plan for Sunday. All right, we got the Green Bay Packers traveling to Mile High Stadium to take on the Denver Broncos. 1.5 point spread. I mean, two really struggling teams. I know Green Bay is 2-3 versus the Broncos being 1-5, but I think they're just as bad as one another, honestly. I mean, I had high hopes for Jordan Love. I backed him. What was that, a Thursday or Monday night game a week or so ago when they played the Raiders? He burned me, went out there and looked horrible. So in this spot on the road, yet again, the tables have turned. I'm fading Jordan Love. I'm fading the Packers. I'm backing Russell Wilson. Give me Broncos on the money line, and I'm leaning towards the over. I think this one's going to be a pretty entertaining game. It's going to come down to the wire. As you can see, projected score 27-28. But give me the Broncos on the money line, man. And they're going to get their first win against the spread this season, today or Sunday rather. Next up, we got the Bolts traveling into Arrowhead to take on the Chiefs. And this is going to be a good game, man. I understand the casual fan is going to be all over Kansas City and is going to lay these 6 points. And I totally understand why. You know, they got the Swifties going. You got Patty. You got Kelsey. You know, the Chiefs are a pretty interesting, entertaining team. Chargers, on the other hand, coming off that loss on Monday Night Football to the Cowboys, where I did back them. They ended up dropping that game by 3 points. Herbert had a hand injury that was really affecting his accuracy. Not making excuses, but it is what it is. With all that being said, man, I hate to do it. Give me the Chargers on the money line. I gotta back them again. I think the Chiefs are due for a loss. I think and then when you look at the Chiefs' schedule, man, they really haven't had any challenges. The one solid team they played, they lost. Who was that? The Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions came into Arrowhead, stole that game, beat the Chiefs by a point. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a similar scenario Sunday. They're going to take the Chargers for granted. All the fans taking the Chargers for granted. Chargers going to come in there. Justin Herbert, Mahomes going head-to-head. You playing the best QB in the league. You got to bring your A game, man. So give me the Chargers. I'm going to take a chance with the Chargers on the money line on Sunday. And I'm going to lean towards the over in this game. I think it's going to be a Wild West shootout. Oh, man. Game of the week right here. We got the Fins traveling to Philly to take on the Eagles. Dolphins coming off a strong win against my poor Carolina Panthers. Eagles coming off a tough, ugly L at home. No, were they at home? I think they were at home. Yeah, at home against the Jets. Just disgusting, trifling, just uncalled for. Very disappointed in you, Philadelphia. Here you are the following week with one of the hottest teams in the league coming into town. I don't even know what to do with this game. Total sitting at 51.5. You know, it really feels like a toss-up. I felt like the spread should have just been 1 or 1.5. But 3 points with the Dolphins. Okay, laying the 3. All right. Let's see. Give me the Dolphins on the money line, man. I'm leaning towards the over. My logic behind this pick is the Eagles in this game, right? The Eagles have to keep the tempo down. I feel like when the Dolphins get rolling and that tempo is up and their offense is constantly back on the field and they build that lead, and then the other team is trying to throw the ball because they trying to keep up. Next thing you know, they 3 and out. 2 first downs, putting the ball away, giving the ball right back to Tua, and the Dolphins are right back to work. So I don't think this Eagles offense can outscore the Dolphins. I don't think the Eagles defense is good enough to slow them down enough for their offense to put up more points. On the other side, though, the Dolphins defense isn't really that great either. They honestly are not that great. So if this covers for me, it's going to be because the Dolphins simply went out there and outscored and outperformed Philadelphia. You run this game 10 times, they probably split it down the middle, 5-5. So I'm not shocked whichever way it goes. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up button for me, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, check me out on TikTok. I got 2 pages over there, @_Lit757 and @BangBets. Lastly, you can get access to my absolute best picks at Lit757.com. Go ahead and grab yourself a BangBets membership and change your life. Until the next time, peace.